Welcome friends to another draft of Tarkir Dragonstorm. I'm Nico aka Under MTG, trying to make the magic happen on my way to become a better drafter. Without further ado, let's draft. So we opened Shiko, Paragon of the Way. That is a pretty nice, pretty decent rare, I think. So if things go our way, we can just go for a pretty nice Jeskai deck. Also, we'd have some good stuff for the aggressive deck. We'd have Dragonback Land, we'd have Underfoot Underdogs, Equilibrium Adept, Mardu Monument. But yeah, I want to take the Shiko, Paragon of the Way. When it enters, exile target non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. Copy it, then you may cast a copy without paying its mana cost. So happy to pick that up. And now we have Sage versus Dragonfire, which I think is a pretty solid card. Sage of the Thanks is okay. Mardu Monument is pretty nice, and also Riling Dawnbreaker. Still, I'll take the channel Dragonfire, 2 damage, and again later, that's just a pretty nice and decent card. So yeah, picking up the channel Dragonfire just to go along with the Jeskai start that we had. I am willing to move away from that idea. Here we have Stadium Headliner. That would just be amazing for a very aggressive deck. Yeah, I think I'll take it and see if we can build some. We can build around. This would also be just pretty nice, to be honest. But I think the Stadium Headliner as a mobilize... Well, it's a removal spell and a 1/1 mobilize 1-drop. So do I want to take it? Or rather the Nomad Outpost? This just only works if I can build a mobilized deck. But still, I'll take it and see what else is coming here. Here we have, for example, Underfoot Underdogs, which would also be part of the aggressive strategy. Also, we had a Riling Dawnbreaker, but I think that card is just slightly better because it's definitely 2 bodies for 3 mana. Also, we have a Jeskai Shrinekeeper, and you know what? That mobilized strategy, it can be pretty nice, and it can be pretty successful, but I have a Shiko and I don't want to draft Boros all the time. So I'll take the Jeskai Shrinekeeper, just a decent Jeskai card. Also now we have Unsparing Boltcaster, Salt Road Pack Beasts, Sultai Devotees here. I mean, we could try to build the green-red base, and that enables us to play all the colors, all the dragons that we want. So I think I should just be taking the Rugged Highlands here. Splash Rat. Oh, and now we have a Frontline Rush. That's also pretty nice, especially in... Or here's a Jeskai Monument as well. And you know what? I'll take the Jeskai Monument. I also do love the Veteran Ice Climber, but I think the Jeskai Monument is just more important at the moment because it will help us to cast all our stuff. So we also have now Durga Island Dragon. We'd have a Champion of Dusan, a Saku Pummeler, or a Blossoming Sands. And I think, like, I'm not sure if I really am blue. I'd rather be based green just to enable the stuff. But yeah, that start is okay. We have blue, red, green, and green, white. And apparently now this card is full of black and red cards. I'll take the Underfoot Underdogs just because it's 2 bodies. It's good blockers if I play against the Boros decks. Taking that again. Nothing else that's pretty interesting here. People took the Dawnbreaker here on 17 lands. People took those cards. People took Mardu cards, but I'll just still take the Underfoot Underdogs because I think it's a pretty decent card. And now we have Champion of Doosan, pick number 10. So we should take this because it's a pretty good card. This would also help us discard a card, draw 2 cards, Flying Haster, it can be pumped. Also a dragon, so if we pick up Dragonstorm Globe, that would just be amazing. Here we have Agent of Codis versus Wingspan Stride. Nothing too exciting for me. Let's take the Fire Rim form. And here we have Unending Whisper, another Stormshriek Feral, and an Evolving Wilds. I'll take the Evolving Wilds. Here I'll take the Boulderborn Dragon. So we have 4 dragons, which I do like. By the way, friends, if you're enjoying this so far, why don't you show some love by hitting that like or subscribe button down below? It helps the channel grow, and I'd appreciate it a lot. So ooh, and now we have Elspeth. Wow. We just need to go and do the Boros stuff. I'm not passing Elspeth. Just way too good of a card. And here we have that one. That's not good. Solid. Oh, we have the globe. So I'm thinking rat base. Put all those mobilize stuff out there. And then go and cast all of our dragons. Still taking the globe here. We could splash green. We have here we have a Mystic Monastery or a Stormplane Detainment, and I think we don't have any removal spells so far, so I think we should be taking the Stormplane Detainment. Even though this is really nice, but a good deck needs removal spells, so happy to pick that up. Here we have a green removal spell, not too fond of that. A blue removal spell, yeah, let's take the Uranus rebuff. I think it's a pretty decent card, especially also because, and oh, here we have a Jeskai Devotee. But maybe we can pick up one of those later. Or a Mardu Devotee. Let's take the, yeah, you know what? Let's take the Jeskai Devotee. This one, dragon has removal. This one, so it's at least one removal spell. And now we have that one, Clarion Conqueror. I think we're just tough spot. Let's take the Underfoot Underdogs again. Or the Swiftwater Cliffs. Probably a good idea. We need creatures, but let's take the Swiftwater Cliffs. Here we have another Jeskai Monument versus Osseous Exhale. And I will take the Exhale because, yeah, because we need it. We need it. And happy to see that, happy to pick that up. Here we have either Riling Dawnbreaker. I think it's pretty good because it fits our Boros aggressive start, and then later on it's a dragon. Also we have a Mardu Monument that would just also be mana fixing. So, but I'll take the Dawnbreaker. I think that's just a pretty solid card. And here we have the good Mobilize removal spell. Happy about that one. So far, I think we can. Not sure about the green splash though. This will just slow our deck down pretty much. Here we have Humbling Elder over Feral Deathgorger. No black sources so far. Jeskai Devotee doesn't make. Let's take the Humbling Elder. Not sure if I want to play it though. And here we have Tempest Hawk, Formation Breaker. No one is in green. All the people are fighting for the Mardu Boros cards. Let's take the Formation Breaker. You know what? Let's take the Sarkhan's Resolve. We could splash green just for that. I don't think I would, or I should. Timur Devotee. That would also help us. If we have a blue and red base. All the cheap stuff is... And here we have an Exhale. So we can make a blue and red base. Splash white. So far, but I think so far it's looking pretty okay. This pack's just not the best one. Shocking Sharpshooter, pretty nice. Every creature that enters will ping a damage. Or another Jeskai Devotee. Because we are trying to cast our stuff. Yeah, happy to pick that up, actually. It's a 2-drop, it makes blue, white, and red mana, so... And here we could take the Veteran Ice Climber or the Mardu Monument. I think Mardu Monument also, because it enables us to find the planes. Or the Exhale. You know what? Let's take the Exhale. Still not having enough creatures. Tough decision here. Also a Karikik Guardian. Yeah, and that's worth splashing green for. So we have a ton of expensive dragons. We have the Dragonstorm Forecaster. Yeah, let's try this deck. Jeskai, blue and red with a white splash just for Elspeth and those removal spells. Not playing this one though. And here we have Kishla Trawlers, Wayspeaker Bodyguard. Not sure what I should be taking from this pack. Agent of Codis, just because it's a 2-mana 2-drop. That has a renewability at least. Kishla Trawlers. I don't have that many instants or sorceries. Agent of Codis was the good. And here we have another removal spell. At least in our base colors. So happy about that pick. Now we could take the Agent of Codis. Yeah, it's not the best card, but it's at least a 2-drop. And we need some more 2-drops. Let's take the Agent of Codis. Here we have... Elspeth is crazy. Fortress Kinguard. But now we moved away from... Let's take the Underfoot Underdogs. Or Defibrillating Current. 4 damage to target creature for 4 mana. Yeah, you know what? We need another removal spell. So let's take that. Also, we have another Jeskai Devotee versus another Osseous Exhale. And I think we should be taking the Exhale because it's a solid removal spell, deals 5 damage. Here I'll take the Twin Bolt over the other cards. Stacking Sharpshooter. You know what? Let's take this. We can be pretty aggressive in the beginning and then cast our dragons. And hopefully they don't recover. Blossoming Sands. Just for the green splash. 1, 2. Yeah, let's take it. Why not? And another Rugged Highlands. Just also we have 4 green sources. We don't even need to splash we don't even need to put a forest in there. Summit Intimidator. Not fond of that card. Unending Whispers also. Okay, Champion of the Sun. Let's see. I feel the deck might be okay. We have those removal spells, those removal spells, this removal spell, this removal spell. We have this removal spell. We have a decent amount of removal spells. 16 creatures. We need to cut some cards though. And I think we should be cutting the worst cards. Which is probably the... Like, I mean, this will help us. Let's cut the Agent of Codis. I think it's just not good enough. And let's just... We have 4, 5, 6, 7 white sources. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources. I'd rather have one more blue source instead of one more white. This is double white, so we have more than we don't need. Let's just put an island, put one more mountain in here. That feels better, I think. But yeah, I think we can manage. We can manage to do it like this. 41 cards. Which one to cut? Boulderborn Dragon, just the worst of our dragons. Let's play it like this. Alright. We'll just find a mountain with the Evolving Wilds. Okay, opponent. They play an Evolving Wilds, sacking it and searching for an island. We'll do the same, but with the mountain. I'm not sure if this mixture of being aggressive and then casting dragons is going to work out. Okay, they found another basic land, so they are probably also a 5-colored dragon type deck. Let's play the only land we have. Let's play the Stadium Headliner. Pass the turn. Opponent draws a card. Attacks, no blocks here. And plays a Warden of the Grove. That needs to be dealt with. We found something, and I think it's just better to deal with it now. Yeah, it's better to deal with that now because this can just grow so big, and every other creature is going to endure. So I don't want that. Let's just deal 2 damage. Opponent goes to 18 and I'm passing the turn. If we find one more land, that would just be even more amazing. If not, we can go Jeskai Monument, then Jeskai Devotee. Opponent attacks and passes the turn. So we can Jeskai Monument. We need red, blue, green. We need white. But we have, let's take another mountain. We have the white one. And now let's play the Jeskai Devotee. Attack with the mobilized creature, go for 2 damage and pass the turn. So next turn we can cast the Dragonstorm Globe, no blocks. And then the Karikik Guardian. Roar of the Endless Song. Ouch. Oh, that hurts. Fresh starting it. I think we should. Let's Dragonstorm Globe Force first. And then fresh start that elephant here. Attack with our stuff. Make a mobilized token. They're gonna block the biggest creature. But at least 2 damage is going into their direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if I find a land, I can cast a Karikik Guardian, which would be amazing. Opponent makes some... Okay, casts a Temur Devotee. And a Focus the Mind. Draws 3 cards. Discards a card. Sure. Attacks for 2. We found a land, so we can cast that Karikik Guardian. Which makes me pretty happy. No attacks. Oh, ow. Ow, ow. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I can block with the Stadium Headliner, the 10-10. And this is 4 damage. Let's hope they just... yeah. I think rather to block with the... with that one. No, I'll block with the 1/1. Even though it's a removal spell, I know, but better. I think that flurry ability is more valuable at the moment. Until end of turn, at least. Okay, Swiftwater Cliffs. We can make some more flyers. Let's attack with the... let's attack with both. So they did decide to kill that. I'm mad. I was stupid. I shouldn't have done this. That deals 2 damage to the Embermouth Sentinel. Wow, that hurts. That was stupid playing on my part. Let's do it like this. At least I'm going to get those 2 creatures. Alright, sure. That hurts. That hurts, but I'm going to cast that Dragonstorm Forecaster. 5, 9, 12 damage. They can deal 12 damage. I should have made those flyers, because then I could have attacked them next turn and then they would have died. Probably, if they didn't find a removal spell. But if we find the Flying Haster, maybe we can still make it work. Oh, okay. Am I dead now? 4, 9, 15. Yeah. But they're not attacking with all of their stuff. So I'll just block with this. Then it's 5, 9, 12. So 2 there. Let's just hope for the haste creature. Haste creature. Haste creature. Yes, we found a haste creature. Sometimes the magic gods listen to me, but they have a removal spell. No, don't tell me they have a removal spell. Don't tell me they have a removal spell. Ouch. I can pay 2. Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, nice. Whew. That was a close one. Making the magic happen. Alright, that is okay hand. Not loving that I don't have anything to cast, but I have all the colors in the world that I need. Let's play the Blossoming Sands, pass the turn. Opponent draws a card. Plays a... Plains. Boros is in... Opponent apparently is in Boros. Let's play the Swiftwater Cliffs now. Yeah. Gaining a life, passing that turn. Next turn we can go play the Dragonstorm. Let's see what they play. Let's just hope they don't play anything I need to remove. Kindred Nurturer. That endures. Yeah. Not too happy about it, but we can. Play the Dragonstorm Globe. Play the Channeled Dragonfire. Kill the Kindred Nurturer. Pass the turn. We can just go cast the Shiko and exile something from my graveyard. I don't have anything in my graveyard, so you know what? Let's play it different. Let's play the Shrine Keeper first. Let's attack. Gain a life, draw a card. Play a land. Oh, we already played one. So now we need to make sure that the opponent doesn't overrun us. They said Mardu. Wow, Mardu is just crazy. Okay, let's just destroy that enchantment. That is pretty necessary. Now we can make a soldier token and activate that ability and find the red source. Attack for 1, gain a life. Draw a card. Okay. I'm thinking what I should block. Probably the life linker. Oh, can't block that. So next turn I can exile a non-land card with mana value 3, and then I may cast a copy. Ooh, ouchie. So let's do that. Let's play the they are just too fast for me. Let's play the Shiko. Now we can copy. You may cast a copy without paying its mana cost. Deal 2 damage, doesn't really matter. Deal 2 damage to that Kindred Nurturer. And play that Jeskai Devotee to have another blocker out on the battlefield. And this time, do I want to attack? I think I should, because I'll gain a life and I'll draw a card. And I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? It's too risky. Not attacking at this point. Because if they have a combat trick, then I might be that. Oh, ouch. Whenever the attack, create 2 attacked and tapped warrior tokens. Ambermouth Sentinel, sure. Searching for a land card, or they don't. And they are attacking, so we need to block like this, like this, like this, and take the 2 damage. And now we found Elspeth. Can we cast it? Yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. And that is making me really, really happy, because now we have solid blockers, flying vigilance, flying gain a life. Nice. All right. Yeah, I think I'll keep with the Timur Devotee. We can make blue and red. We can discard an island to find planes if we need to. Okay. Opponent had to mulligan. Let's play a mountain. Pass the turn. Opponent draws a card. Plays an island. We'll play... I think we'll just... Yeah, you know what? Let's play the Timur Devotee. See if we find another land next turn or not. Oh, we found a land. Happy about that. Let's play the Rugged Highland. Let's discard that island to draw 2 more cards. Found an Evolving Wilds. So this will be our white source. Opponent casts a Dragonstorm Globe. We'll cast the Evolving Wilds. We'll find a white source that enters tapped. Let's play the Shocking Sharpshooter and pass the turn. Opponent plays a swamp that has some nice Arabic looking style. Okay, I need to discard a card. I will discard the mountain. I don't love to do it, but I'll do it. Let's play the island. Okay, let's now... Yeah, let's fresh start the Sonic Shrieker. Let's Riling Dawnbreaker. A 2/2 into play. Ping for 1. Let's not attack. Opponent plays a plains. And plays a Dirger Island Dragon. Flying ward creature. Let's play that. And let's pass the turn. I'll take 5 damage. Opponent tries to cast a Poised Practitioner. I don't think I should counter that because they can just afford to. Let's just wait for some dragon, hopefully. They're trying to cast something else. But board state isn't looking too good for me here. Osseous Exhale. Yeah. No attacks. Let's Osseous Exhale that. I have to pay the ward costs. Behold a dragon. I don't have a dragon to submit. I have to pay the ward costs. Auto pay. And hopefully they don't have a counter spell. If so, yes. Let's just now counter that one. Submit 0. Happy about this. That makes me pretty happy. Drew another card. So now we can deal damage to that Poised Practitioner. And attack. It's just 1 damage, but it's at least 1 damage. So passing the turn, opponent draws a card, plays an island, plays a Storm Shriek Feral, that's the haste one, sure, attacks for 4. So we need to find another removal spell, pumps it even. I'll go down to 10 life, Underfoot Underdogs. That's 2 damage. Pum pum. Let's attack. Deal another damage. But yeah, if I don't find a removal spell, that's probably the game for me. They can just pump it at least once. So I'll go down to 5. 6. Okay, Elspeth. Sure. They have a counter spell. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just... destroy target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. I think that's what we need. Happy about the Elspeth. Wow. Super happy about that one. Let's pay 1. Make this unblockable. And attack with those creatures. Opponent, ooh, has a bewildering blizzard. That hurts, and they probably drew a dragon. I can, okay, Shiko, Paragon of the Way. Exiling this. Casting a copy of their Poised Practitioner for free. Okay, we found a Jeskai devotee. Let's cast this. Let's put a +1/+1 counter on each of the creatures I control. They gain flying until the end of my next turn. Let's now pay 1 to make this unblockable and attack just with that one. I am now able to block that Shiko debt, which is kind of cool. So they are probably not gonna attack with the Shiko. And let's just continue that game. No attacks. Super happy. This is just an insane Flamehold Grappler. Copy the next spell you cast. Ooh, they have a removal spell? No. At least not a removal spell. But a Flamehold Grappler and 2 Monastery Messengers. And they got back that Bewildering Blizzard on top of the library. So, not too fond of that. And we are just drawing the Caecilian lands. Let's just keep putting those counters. If I attack now, they have 1 blocker, 2, 3 blockers. Not going to be able to kill them. Let's just wait. Alright. So I am, yeah, super thrilled about this game. This is something I haven't seen, and it hasn't been done. So they're attacking me, not the Elspeth. Not sure if that's a good idea. I can block with the Timur Devotee. Okay, I want to block the Shiko. I want to block those. I want to block this. I want to block this. So all the creatures that are attacking are blocking. They have the Bewildering Blizzard. Yeah, could have thought of that, but still, at least I'm not dead. None of my creatures die. Yeah, happy about that. They all have Vigilance, which sucks. Resolve. But I can make my creatures even bigger. And if I find a removal spell for the Shiko, that would just be amazing. My turn. Very, very exciting game. Let's gain a life. Let's pump our creatures. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I'll keep that hand. This is going to be an island. Let's play the Blossoming Sands, pass the turn. Opponent draws a card, plays a Windscarred Crack. So now we can... I think in this case, with no 3-drop, I want to make the token just to be able to attack probably or block next turn. And then I will find the island with my Evolving Wilds. Opponent plays a mountain. And plays a Voice of Victory. That is the mobilize... ouchie. That is the... mobilize card that... Yeah, the mobilize rare. But I have an Osseous Exhale, so... So I don't really have to worry about it too much. Opponent plays an island. Oh, they are Jeskai as well. Attacks. Why can't I? Why can't I? Why couldn't I cast the Exhale? I don't understand that. Let's just attack. They're taking the damage. I want to be able to cast this. I don't understand why I couldn't. Ah, because of this ability. My opponent can't cast spells during your turn. That hurts. That hurts. That's why. Okay. So I need to deal with it in some other way. Shiko. Have the Shiko now. Yeah, I'm going to lose that one. That was just too fast and too cruel. I can cast the Shiko. Don't have anything. No attacks. If they have a removal spell, then I... Yeah, it's going to suck. Apparently it looks like as if they don't have a removal spell, which makes me pretty happy. Oh, yeah. Still want my Shiko. I'll kill one of the mobilized tokens, but that was just too fast. Yeah. That is just too crazy. Because Voice of Victory is actually insane in this scenario. Yeah. But it won't matter because we're not going to be able to block. That is 2 blockers, 3 damage. 6 damage. I can block this one and one of those, then it's going to be 4 damage. And they have a removal spell. Oh, so no, it's not dead. Not yet. Okay, so now I can. Well, yeah. Boros is just crazy. Boros is insane. Alright, so now we have I'll keep that hand. Jeskai Devotee, I think it's a nice hand. Good starting hand. I can cast a token, I can cast a Devotee. I have a removal spell. I just need to find a land. 3 more lands. Okay, opponent plays a Beauvoir. I'll play the Rugged Highland. Gain a life, pass the turn. Opponent plays a Thornwood Falls. And I'll... You know what? I'll play the Dawnbreaker. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. Let's see what they have. They are playing a Sultai Monument. Searching for a swamp and passing the turn. Let's play our land now. Let's attack. Let's play the Jeskai Devotee. We'll still need to find another land. If not, I will just get rid of one of the exhales. Or the coordinated maneuver. That I like that this also destroys an enchantment, which is pretty darn good. Can kill all those sagas. Okay, opponent doesn't play a thing. So I think it's now important that we find another land. Let's, you know what, let's the exhale. Ooh, and we didn't find a land. Ouch. That hurts. But they are tapping my Devotee. Sure. And I'll attack for 2. And pass the turn. Yeah, we need a land. We need a land. That would be just amazing. Opponent plays a swamp. And a Roar of the Endless Song. And that is exactly why we need the enchantment removal. So I'm super happy that I have that here. And I want to find a blue source. So now I have all my sources. No attacks. Passing the turn, opponent draws a card. Attacks with their 5/5. I'm not blocking that. I'll take 5 damage, going down to 17 again. And opponent plays another land, followed by a Trade Route Envoy. Sure. Puts a counter on that. We found a land. Finally. Let's now. Let's now play that Jeskai Devotee. Keep that Osseous Exhale for the... Let's attack. Are they blocking or not? So they are blocking. They are taking the damage. Yeah, sure. Going down to 14 life, I'll pass the turn. Opponent plays a Yathan Tomb Guard, sure. Attacks with those, and I'll kill the 5/5. Submit a dragon, sure. I love to gain 2 life. Well, they have a Snakeskin Veil. That hurts my feelings. No blocks. Ooh, so they draw a card and they lose a life. 12. Jeskai Shrinekeeper. Yeah, I need to play it. And I think I also want to attack just to gain a life, and I need those blockers, but I'll attack with the Shrine Keeper to gain a life and to draw a card. This deals 2 damage. 6, 7. It doesn't look good for me. It doesn't look good for me. They are attacking. I am blocking. I need to block. Play it safe. Awaken, destroy target permanent. Ouch. Ow, they're not gonna... I'm not going to recover from that. Sagu Pummeler as well here. Karekik Guardian. But then I don't have anything. This can win me another round. Let's try it like this. Maybe I can win another round. Stall some time, but if I kill the Trade Route Envoy, but I don't think it's, yeah. This is definitely coming through. That's 2 damage. They are attacking like this. So let's Trade Route Envoy. Cancel what? You know what? Let's cast it like this. 5 damage. Submit. Gain 2 life. Block the 6/6 dead. Block the 5 damage. Going to 4 life. Not loving it. Yeah, next turn I'm going to be dead. Lasted Prowler, yeah. Yeah, it was fun, but while it lasted, and I just got lucky. This is also 4 more. 6, 5. Yeah, but that's it. They're gonna deal 4 damage for sure. Okay. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, I'll keep that. Play a mountain, play the headliner. Passing the turn. Opponent plays a mountain, plays an undergrowth leopard. Let's just now... play that Jeskai Devotee. Pass the turn. No attacks. Opponent draws a card. Plays an island. Does attack. I'm not blocking. Taking 2 damage. This has vigilance, that's why. So now, I think... just... let's just attack. Creating the mobilize token next to blockers. You're blocking this. I'll fresh start it. Okay, opponent goes to 17 and I am passing the turn. Opponent plays a forest, followed by a Rainveil Rejuvenator. Alright, so now we can Stormplane Detainment that Rejuvenator. And we can attack, go in for some more damage. That is 3 damage, opponent going down to 14 life. And I am passing the turn. So, opponent plays a mountain. Plays a Bloomvine Regent. So now we have to deal with this somehow. Let's play the Jeskai Monument. Searching for a Plains Island mountain here. Play that. Play the Underfoot Underdogs. And not attacking. So if I'm lucky, I can just kill the Regent next turn. Opponent plays a Thornwood Falls and a Summit Intimidator. Target creature can't block. They are attacking with the Regent. So now we found a land. And we'll have to do it like this. Let's just make even more stuff. Let's even pay one to get that attacking in for sure. And that is my opponent going down to 16 life. So I can kill that Regent next turn for sure. Do I want to block? I'll just not block. Opponent places Sunset Strike Master. Alright, now we'll play a land. We'll play the Coordinated Maneuver and destroy the Regent, which is pretty nice. Hopefully they don't have anything. They might have a counter spell, but if they have, I can just even counter their counter spell. +3/+3. Dispelling Exhale, that one. I don't have a dragon to behold. They pay 2. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me here. Still, yeah, not loving it. Not loving it. Let's just kill it like this. And make this unblockable. 1, 2, 3. That is 3 damage. Oh, they have. Oh, man. Man. I should start drinking coffee again. I switched to decaf. I'm drinking decaf all the time. But I think some of those things would just not happen. Me attacking a reach creature wouldn't happen if I had some caffeine in my life. Piercing Exhaling my Jeskai Devotee. I need to find a dragon now. That is 7 damage. Me going down to 4. Timur Devotee. Yeah, not the best thing for me. No attacks, not now. Let's just hope they all don't find something. Rescue Leopard, sure. And they are not attacking. Come on, I want a dragon, not a land. 5, 6, 7. Let's just... No attacks. Pass the turn. They're not attacking. We found another land. Come on. This sometimes it's really annoying. Sometimes it is very, very annoying to be flooded. I mean, it happens to everyone. And that is my Timur Devotee dying. So I'm not able to kill that Intimidator here. Yeah. So what's the play? They're discarding a land, and I can block this. I can block this. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. I need to block this and die next turn because I am drawing that many lands. That hurts. And another land. Oh, ouchie, bouchie. Ouchie, bouchie. Oh no. Yeah, so that was it. That was it. 3 wins, 3 losses. I think it was a kind of solid deck. Let me know what you would have done differently if you picked something else in the draft process. Yeah, let me know what you think about that, and I wish you a nice day.